Hey you guys, today I'm late, but I was on vacation, so I'm gonna get this video out anyway. I heard they were canceled. I'm not sure how true it is, but I have an opinion on this show of Preach on Lifetime. This is gonna be season 1, episode 2. Dr. Thaghettoview, I don't know where she got her doctorate from, but she got to go. I probably can deal with more with the other women than I can deal with Dr. I ain't calling her no motherfucking doctor. Thaghettoview. I can't. Maybe if she wasn't on the show, probably people will be able to relate to the show a little bit more or tolerate the show a little bit more. But her whole antics about this whole prophecy and prophesied and all that bullshit, she got to go. Really. Rebecca, you need to run far, far away from her. I think if you are trying to get closer with God, she ain't the one to be looking up to. I don't know what you see in her. I don't know what you're trying to get out to be like her. Okay. Let's start with the show. It starts out with Thaghettoview going to Rebecca's nail salon, the nail salon she works at, and to talk to her. And when she first walks in, she like, oh, I feel something moving here. Some bullshit she said. And I'm like, girl, you probably felt the fan. Shut up. I don't know. But they start talking about the whole, she's just trying to get, see how she is, because remember she got mad at her at the end of the first episode or whatever, so she's trying to see if she can get her back on track. So they were talking about, I don't know all verbatim or whatever, but this is the gist I got of this bullshit ass conversation. They were talking about, first they was, Rebecca was asking her about the levels of prophecy. And she said it was 3 levels. Is the office, that's where Thaghettoview at. The gift, where Rebecca is. And then it's the spirit, where you can just fill in some shit if you're around a person of prophecy. I'm like, girl, shut up. I don't know how true that is, but, okay. They talked about how when Rebecca is at school or whatever, her little dance school, she be praying, and how sometimes she don't be knowing what she's saying, and then when she comes out of it, people at the school be telling her how what she had said or whatever. Then she was saying how because she was like, have you ever prophesied over them? And she was like, yeah, I have. And she's like, what? The devil is a lie. I'm like, bitch, you are the devil, you liar. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't deal with this lady. It's something about her rubs me all the way wrong. But basically, she just was going off on her, talking about she can't be prophesizing all over people. I'm like, that's people in general. Everybody can't prophesize around you. Everybody can't pray over you. Like, that's just people in general. And my thing is, why do you have to ordain her to be a prophet or whatever? Why the Lord couldn't already have ordained her before she even came across you, and you just didn't know about it or whatever? To me, I just feel like shit I apologize. Stuff like that is not taught. It's a gift that God gives you and speaks through you. It's not you go take a class and you go learn how to prophesy and learn how to lie to people, because that's, you know what I'm saying? When you go to a class, it just feels like you're being taught to lie to people, and it's not genuine. It's not coming from the heart. And that's her whole thing. Thaghettoview had this class, and people were dumb enough to go. I don't know why. But she was talking to them about access this, and I'm like, talking about access to see the future. Boo-boo, if God already gave you that gift and to see the future, we wouldn't be having this class. I'm just saying. Y'all need to really think about things when it comes to these preachers and telling you things and making you, to me, I've always said this, I've always felt like this, they pray it's not all the church people, but it's some. They pray on the sick, and they pray on the lonely, and they pray on the desperate, and people that want to be accepted. They pray on those people and fill them with all lies and hopes and dreams. And I was always taught, and I will always continue to say this. Read the Bible for yourself. Get to know God for yourself. Don't go to church looking for validations from nothing, because all they want a lot of times is your pocketbook. Like, and I have seen it. I grew up in the church. My grandmother was the first lady. My step-grandfather, he was the pastor of the church. When they passed away, we went to another church where it was all family-oriented. We all knew each other. We all grew up together. So I've seen things in the church that I can speak on through this video. And it's a lot of things that go on, and they pray on the week. And I'm like, why are y'all not talking to the saved people like that ain't prophets? Because you know they don't believe in this. You know they saying y'all full of shit. This is probably why the show is probably gonna get canceled, because Thaghettoview and all her antics of being full of shit. I know I shouldn't be cussing on this review, but this show, these reality shows, I'm sorry, make you cuss and make you come out of character, because you just don't understand this type of thinking. You don't understand the type of thinking of how people can sell their soul, even of a church show, how they can sell their soul for the camera and sell their souls for the camera. I'm sorry. Like, I hate the way she puts Rebecca down and make Rebecca feel like she's not on her level or can never be on her level. It just bothers me with Thaghettoview. But they get to New York. Thaghettow's in New York first. Rebecca is late due to traffic and weather and all that kind of stuff, and all her excuses that she had for it. But like she said, she could have left 2 or 3 hours early. It probably still would have been late, just not as late. My problem with Rebecca again was not calling Thaghettoview. Like, I understand you scared of her or whatever, and you don't want her to come out of her zone of being, you know, preaching or whatever, but respect is respect, and you have to call people and let them know that you're going to be late. Like, come on now, what if she would have kicked you off the program and put somebody else in your place because you just never called? So she didn't know what happened. On the flip side of that, you had all them people in your goddamn entourage, Thaghettoview. Somebody could have picked up the phone, especially that big mouth ass Talima, to whatever her big mouth ass name is. I don't like her. I didn't like that shit that happened at that table where everybody was bashing Rebecca, but with nobody picking up the phone to call and make sure she was okay. And for Thaghettoview and her husband to sit there and allow that conversation to go on about Rebecca was not godly whatsoever. Don't laugh and say, oh, y'all wrong. No, shut that down. I'm just saying. But, okay. So that's basic. Oh, no, let's keep on going to Thaghettoview, because I just want to get people's storylines out goddamn way. So Thaghettoview goes and she has this thing where Rebecca finally shows up, and you know Rebecca got challenged. I'm not with these challenges either. You either got it or you don't, like I said. So she got a challenge this week to minister through praise dance, prophesy through praise dance, because that's what we call it here on the West Coast. I don't know what y'all call it, but here on the West Coast we call it praise dancing. And so she did that. We'll call it lyrical dancing, whatever. I call it praise dancing. That's what my church call it. That's what I've done. I've praise danced, so I understand where Rebecca is coming from. So she had to go and do this praise dance with a girl or whatever. And she gets there, and all that shit they was talking at that table was nobody opening their mouth. When that girl walked in the thing, she was just like, okay, you're going to do what you got to do, and we're going to worry about it from here, day forth. We just going to go on. That old stupid ass bodyguard, assistant, hairdresser, everything but the child got. I'm just saying, like, I don't like people like that, so it rubs me the wrong way. Didn't have a goddamn thing to say when Rebecca walked in that damn room. And she was like, she don't prophesy, what does she do? I ain't never seen her prophesy. So I'm sitting there like, because Thaghettow's holding her back from prophesizing, that's why. But so she gets there, and you know, Thaghettow, oh, she irritated me when they called her up to that damn stage, and that boy was shouting in front of the damn altar, and she told him to stop. You would have got cussed out, boo. You would have got. See, that's why I'm glad that I go to church with family members. So if I'm in the spirit and I'm praising God, and somebody do some stuff like that, I have some family members that will check you real quick. Because that was out of line for her to tell that boy to get that dance out of him or whatever she was saying to him. son, what she say? Come out that dance. Come out that dance. I said, oh. Oh. So she introduced Rebecca to dance, and Rebecca did good to her. I don't know, the editing. She was okay, but the editing messes it up. I hate when they do that. Either you show them preaching, you show them dancing, you show them singing. That chopping up editing, it bothers me because you don't get the real feel of it. But she says she did good and she on the right track and all that kind of stuff. You did it, girl. I'm girl, bye. So Linda Rourke and Angel. She goes to this church, and I'm so tired of her calling herself the Blue-Eyed Soul Sister. No, you're white with blue eyes, and you're a preacher. Please stop giving yourself that label. That shit ain't cute. Especially after we ain't seen that goddamn white woman faking to be black. That ain't cute. I just want you to be yourself. Don't let people label you of who you are. Especially you being a prophet, especially you being a preacher. You're being labeled, and that's not cute. So she's talking to Angel and all that kind of stuff, and oh, when she was running around that church and doing that to them people, I would have walked out. I'm not with that. I don't feel like you have to do all that to get what you got to get from God. I really, really don't. I understand you shouting. I understand you speaking in tongues. But all that blowing on people and pushing people, and even when people be shouting, I be like, some people be doing it for the camera. Some people be doing it, you know what I'm saying? And it don't be genuine. And a lot of this, to me, when they be preaching and they doing all this jumping and hollering and all this, I don't even know what you said because you're too busy jumping and hollering and blowing. I'm just saying, your breath might think that bothers me too. That's not sanitary to be blowing in people's face. But okay. Her whole thing with Angel's been with her for 4 years. So she feels like Angel doesn't have confidence in herself with the ministry. And Angel's whole thing is she doesn't want to disappoint God. So her challenge is to go and talk to the other prophetess. So she ended up going to talk to Rebecca and her dance people. And the girls was telling her their story. She told her story about, her being a stripper, her being on drugs, and her being a lesbian. And I'm like, now, see, I didn't get the last part. I don't. And now you're not a lesbian, or you're not bisexual. You always, I hate when people use that in the church. I know a lot of people in the LGBT community that goes to church. And I also know that a lot of the churches are running people away because of who they are. Not who they trying to be, of who they are. And that bothers me. I'm glad that I go to a church and, well, the churches that I go to that I'm a part of in Compton, California, they accept everybody. Regardless of who you are, what color you are, they accept everybody. If you follow me on Facebook, on Instagram or Snapchat, or Facebook, I always share like videos of the church and how everybody accepted, how everybody come to praise and worship and all that kind of stuff. And it's not about what you got on, who you sleeping with, none of that. Now, I did go to a church, and I don't give a damn if people watch this video and get mad, that they seem like they had a problem with the LGBT community, and that's another reason why I left, because I have a lot of friends, family members, and all that's a part of the LGBT community, and I don't think God would overlook them because of who they sleeping with. So when I seen people making little comments and shit, I was like, deuces, I'm grown, I can leave now. I couldn't leave when I was younger because my grandma would have whooped me. But now I can leave because I don't agree with people judging other people when it's church. And the church is supposed to be for healing and supporting people and uplifting people. And just because of who a person kissing and sleeping with, you want to bash and judge them? I don't even want to go to a church with a gang of judgmental motherfuckers. Period. So for her to say that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But hey, she did her challenge with talking to the girls and stuff, and she went back to Linda Rourke and told her about that. Then Linda challenged her again and made her do a 30-minute sermon. And she was kind of caught off guard, but she did it. And it wasn't the best, but she did it. let's talk about Belinda, Hadassah, Belinda's husband, and Hadassah's mom. So Hadassah goes to meet her mom, and they're talking about the whole Belinda situation, and her mom is just like, to me, Belinda kept that shit going between her mom. You've been in this lady church all like 3 years, and they never met. They never did this, and you know, you going talking to each one of them about the same damn thing. We're probably spinning it because you don't know how to talk to your mama. You don't know how to talk to your pastor. So, it to me, she kept that mess going. So then Belinda is with her husband. He ended up surprising her with a car for her birthday. And so they talking, and I'm like, so ain't nobody gonna go into her house and grab their purse and ID? We just gonna get in the car and drive? We're not gonna have no license on it? But okay, I caught that. So they're talking, and she's talking to her husband, and she asked her husband, what about Hadassah coming to stay with us? And he like, no. He like, I want to walk around in my drawers. And a lot of men, if you live with your man, a lot of men feel like that. A lot of men feel like they don't want nobody to come and live with them because they want to be able to walk around comfortable, don't want to have to go put a robe on, don't want to have to go put some shorts on. If they go into the kitchen at 3 in the morning to get something to drink, they don't want to have to cover up. So I get that. I get that with the husband. And like he said, it's two sides to a story. It's two sides to a story, and I'm glad when they met with Hadassah and her mom, it was two sides to a story. The lady is all here for her daughter being in the Christian faith. She doesn't understand the women prophet, but she's heard of the men prophet. She doesn't really agree with the women prophecy, but it's a lot of people like that doesn't agree with women in ministry. But there are women in ministry. I'm just saying, the church that I left, if the woman is a pastor, a lot of the churches we visit in the LA, the women are pastors, so it can be done. Maybe because this is, you know, not on the West Coast, maybe they feel like that. But and then I've seen a lot of people on the East Coast, down South, and stuff don't believe in the women pastors, women bishops, women this and that. And I'm like, why not? Women run the church. I don't care who up there preaching as a man. The woman had everything going to get everything going, and when he needed his sermon, he probably had to preach to her so she can hear and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying. So I just don't agree with people bashing women of the church. I think everybody should be able to serve God and tell people about God's goodness regardless of what race, gender, or sexuality you are. I do it. When I go to Atlanta, I want to go to an LGBT church just so I can see what it's like. To know it's no difference from a straight Christian church, Baptist church, whatever. I just like to see. I want it. Hey, I might like it. I mean, I'm just saying because there's no judgment there. I just hate when people supposed to be in church and they have so much judgment and you stopping people from coming to get their blessings from God. That bothers me. So like I said, she's talking to the mom, and the mom just was like, she don't talk to me. And then Belinda just was like, you don't know nothing about how your mama feels. You never asked her, so this is your fault. They basically told her doctor, like, this is you that's starting this, keeping this mess going. You need to talk to your mom. Your mom really supports you. This is your mom, gonna always be your mom. And I like how that was. Because even when her doctor was talking to her mama, and it rubbed me the wrong way, when she talked to her mama, knowing it's kind of a rift that you have brought on, and to tell your mom that Belinda is more like a mom, is something like a mom to you, that's kind of hurtful for a mom. I don't give a fuck who it is. That's hurtful for a mom. To hear that their daughter is calling and saying somebody else is more like a mom to them. Especially if you living in my house. I'm just saying. Is all that happened? Yeah, that's basically all that happened. I just didn't go through all my notes. That's basically all that happened on the show. Tell me what you guys thought about it. I hate that it went off because it gave me something to talk about. Is it canceled? Let me know that in the comment section. What you thought about this episode, let me know that in the section. Make sure you check out James Caldwell because his review was so on point. Went all needed to be said. All kind of stuff was in that review, and me and my sister was getting our life watching that review. So I encourage you guys to go to James Caldwell's video and watch it and share it and like it and let people know that people in the LGBT community still serve God, still love God, still love people, and we can all get it the same damn way. I'm sorry. I know also, like I said, I shouldn't be cussing, but the show makes you, reality TV shows just make you cuss. I don't know. I like to cuss. I don't, whatever. Follow me on social media. Everything that I do is by Thaghettoview, THA, not THE. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.